Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another Minecraft Dungeons video. Today's video, I wanted to share with you a tank build. And I know I made one of these before, but that one, to be honest, it was kind of pretty bad. Didn't know all of the, let's say, the different types of modifiers that could make a difference when you're playing with the tank build. Because there's a lot, and I didn't think about those. So without further ado, I'm gonna cover my tank build. Actually, those are the artifacts I needed. Yeah, I'm gonna cover my tank build that I currently use to just pretty much destroy everything in my way. Alright, the tank build that I will showcase to you is so powerful that you will not have a problem killing anything at all. Hopefully, I will show you some ways that you could make it better. But this is just currently what I'm using. So first, we're gonna talk about weapons. Now, for weapons, you're gonna want to use either a double axe weapon type or a beginning and the end weapon type, or the beginning and the end weapon. I don't currently have that. You could just substitute it for the, I think it was the Void Touch Blades. But the reason why is because I also have Void Strike, so when enemies have high amounts of damage, it'll definitely save an enchantment slot. Instead of going for a Gilded Cursed Axe for the Void Strike. But it won't have as much area, so it won't be able to reach, like Weakening won't be able to cover everything around you. But with the Cursed Axe, everything around you is going to be weakened. And then if you're killing them consistently, then you're going to keep on proccing that Guarding Strike. So you can reduce damage by 50%, and then the weakening is going to reduce your damage. It's a little bit different from damage reduction, but either way we're taking less damage. So yeah, minus 40% mob damage. And I just went for Unchanting. Now, I'm not going to go the extra mile and get gilded gear. That just seems like a big old hassle trying to get gilded gear. If I pick something along the way while I'm, I don't know, playing Ancient Hunts, and yeah, I'll probably look at it and maybe use it. I have tons of gilded bows. I literally only get gilded bows. It's so weird. But yeah, and then if you are going to use the beginning and the end, because it already has Void Strike built in, then for gilded, just use Refreshment. So that way you have, that way you can keep using your Potion Berry, which, by the way, is going to be one of the enchantments for the Wither Armor. Potion Barrier. Cooldown really feels like a mess for a lot of my builds. And then Deflect. The Deflect will allow you to deflect incoming projectiles. Potion Barrier is going to reduce enemy damage by 90%. 90%. And then Cooldown is going to be good to keep up your Death Cap Mushroom and your Ironhide Amulet. So we're going to have our soul, or you can really use any bow. It doesn't matter. Any bow will do fine. We have enough healing, but I like to go the extra mile. Go for more healing. I don't go for something like a Feral Soul crossbow most of the time, because I don't think crossbows can have burst bowstring, if I'm correct. But with burst bowstring, all I need to do is just roll, and then I have my tempo theft proc, and I can go a little bit faster. And I like being able to go from mob to mob. And then, as you can see here, speed comes in. I go just a little bit faster, especially with my Death Cap Mushroom. And yeah, I really like that. Of course, the superior option would be Nocturnal Bow, because it will allow you to have that built-in tempo theft. And then you could just go for, let's say, maybe a Multishot to slow down multiple enemies, or maybe even Ricochet. It's up to you, really. And then Ironhide Amulet to boost your defense by 50%, I think. Death Cap Mushroom to increase your attack damage and movement speed. It's going to be really, really good to keep up your DPS. And then Gong of Weakening to weaken everything around you. Even if you're not fighting a boss, it's not going to be good only for fighting bosses. It's going to be good for any mob that has a big health bar, or is very, very tanky and just goes down very, very slowly. And this will be good for any mini boss, like a Raid Captain, I'm pretty sure is a mini boss, an Evoker, what's it called, the Redstone Golem. It's going to be good for all those guys, and the Enderman too. And it's just going to be good for enchanted mobs in general. Like, if you have an enchanted Tempest Golem or something like that, it's going to be good for killing him. Of course, he's going to be really tanky, so it'll also decrease your damage indirectly, like you take less damage. So all in all, it's a really good build. It destroys everything. Now, the 2 armor recommendations, other than the Wither armor that I forgot to mention a little bit ago, instead of the Wither armor, you could also go for the Stalwart armor. It is actually the tankiest armor you could actually get at base, because 35 damage reduction plus potion barrier and 30% chance to negate damage. That's good. But I thought that kind of like the built-in kind of radiance, you could say, and the Wither armor is way better. So when we're not getting kills, we could just be healing. I feel like that's really, really good in a tank build, healing, because that little damage that you do take, we heal, and it feels really, really good. And another option is the sturdy shulker armor, because that's possibly the even like tankiest armor in the game. Take 50% less damage. That is insane damage reduction. And pair that with protection, and this one I found here already has potion barrier on it. That's gonna be probably even better. But personally, I like that lifesteal, and this does the job for me. Now you might be wondering, why is there no protection? I'm gonna cover that before I end off here. The reason why there's no protection is because supposedly the way protection stacks is, instead of getting the full let's see, 15% damage reduction, it only gives you 40% damage reduction with an armor that has 35 damage reduction already on it. So it's basically gonna give you something like less than 5%, so it'll actually cap at 40%. So it's not gonna be, it might be worth it to go for the extra 5% damage reduction, maybe even less, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem worth it. And then apparently it dips down to like 2% with weakening and guarding strike, but I don't really know the numbers. I'm just reading a couple of comments here from a couple of videos I've saw. But yeah, anyways, that is a full build. I hope you enjoy using it. It is a very, very powerful build. You will have basically no trouble going through raid captain banners, going through levels like Obsidian Pinnacle with relative ease. I'm pretty much just it's insane how powerful this thing is. So yeah, definitely use this build. I think I might come up with I already have one in mind, but I think I might show you a good DPS class. Well, I just unequip everything, but I might show you a good DPS class build that's really, really good. So without further ado, I'll see you in the next video, and yeah, I'll probably cover more Minecraft Dungeons builds and maybe a little bit of grounded content. I'm really loving that game. So I'll see you in the next video, and bye.